Thank you for joining us for another edition of Coffee with Tom and Joanne. I'm Joanne Taranto.
And I'm Tom Matthews, and we want to welcome you back to our buyer series. So, our last video, we were talking about the purchase and sale and getting your mortgage application submitted. And now we're going to kind of talk about some of the minutia steps that happen between now and the closing time. Because typically, when you sign that purchase and sale, you have anywhere from 2 weeks to 6 weeks until you hit the closing table. And we want to talk about what does a buyer expect can happen during that time. And one of the things is that the purchase and sale has provisions for how many times you can access the property from purchase and sale until closing.
Right.
Typically, it's 3 times. And of those 3 times, 1 time is allotted to the appraiser, 1 time is allotted to your final walkthrough, and then 1 time is allotted for a visit to the house. So, Joanne, what might you do on that visit?
Yeah, so if you want to go back to the house after signing the purchase and sale, maybe you want to measure for furniture, maybe you want to measure for window treatments, maybe you want to show your mom and dad, maybe you want to show the kids
Yeah.
if you haven't brought them yet. This is an opportunity for you to schedule some time. It needs to be, about an hour at the most. And basically we would schedule with the listing agent and the seller a time where we can come back to the house. You're accompanied by us and you can have some time in the house just to kind of mill around, make lists of things you need to buy. Take a look at, space you have for this, that, and the other thing. Sometimes people are deciding what furniture they're going to bring with them at that point or what furniture they need to order.
Right.
You may want to take measurements of the furniture that's in there because it looks so great and then the scale of it is awesome. You want to get something really similar. There also are instances where the seller is willing to sell some of their items.
Yeah.
So you may be going back and looking at a couch or an armoire or a bedroom set or something that the seller has said, we've decided we're not going to take this to our next destination and we'd like to know if you'd like to purchase it.
Yeah. And so the other thing you're going to be doing right now is setting up your homeowner's insurance.
Yeah.
So one of the big things that buyers who watch our videos know, but other buyers who haven't watched these videos, is that you have to prepay your first year of homeowner's insurance up front. It was called your insurance binder.
Yes.
So you're going to work on getting that. Now, there are opportunities to get discounts on this by looping in car insurance and stuff like that, but you got to set this up. So we always say, go to your car dealer, or we can give you a recommendation. But you want to set that up so that you have that secure.
Yep.
Typically, the bank wants that in place by the time they commit the loan. And that's usually 7 to 10 days before the closing. But that's something you want to work on in earnest to get that done. Just take the headaches away.
Yeah, and you may want to get a couple of different quotes. So generally, we recommend going back to the agent that is insuring your cars or your current home. But you can also get a secondary quote from another company, which is just a good way of doing price checking and looking into different options for different coverages. So bundling is definitely the key to getting the best rate on your homeowner's insurance, but you are going to be paying that in full upfront.
Right.
In addition to the escrows for insurance at closing, which we can talk about in another video.
Right.
So once you have your homeowner's insurance, you've gone back to the house, the appraiser has been there, value has been met. We are then waiting on, if you are getting a mortgage, what's the last kind of flag that goes up before closing?
Yeah, the last flag to go up before closing is called the commitment. So this is when the bank is committing the money to you. So all of your tax returns are verified, the appraisal value has been met, and they're gonna commit the money to you. And this is a great time when you get your commitment to be lining up movers. So Joanne and I can make recommendations for movers, but it's really advisable to get a mover to they specialize in this. A lot of people say, I don't want to spend the money, but it's like, this is what they do. And you don't want to be moving yourself and banging up. You can damage your house. These guys have insurance and they can make the process so much smoother. So we recommend having a mover to line up that move, to make it more of an easy transition for you.
Yep. We can also recommend an organization company for you, somebody to come in and help you sift through your belongings. Especially, this is a great value add for people that have been in their home for a long time. So if you've been in your home for 30 years and you're trying to pare down your belongings, this is a great tool to have, a partner with you. You can hire them and schedule some time for them to come over and they'll go through your closets, your basement, your attic, all of that stuff.
Yeah. So, those are kind of the things that happen in between that purchase and sale and the closing. In the next video, we're going to talk about the final walkthrough and the closing day and what that looks like to you. But for people watching this video, if you like our content, please subscribe. And we want buyers to know that Joanne and I are actively taking on new buyer clients, so feel free to reach out to us. Thank you for watching another edition of Coffee with Tom and Joanne. I'm Tom Matthews.
And I'm Joanne Taranto. Cheers.